So I wanted to make a sort of do-it-yourself version of Read2Me, which turns any document into an audiobook that sounds like a real person's reading it, also adds chapters and removes the bits that don't belong into audiobooks. So there's this project called ebook2audiobook on GitHub, which is a popular code sharing platform, to describe it in non-technical terms, which, as the name suggests, converts ebooks into audiobooks. The issue here is that the instructions on how to get this up and running and also use it can be quite complicated if you don't have a technical background. So what I wanted to do is do a quick rundown on the bare minimum you have to do in order to get this up and running and to convert your first ebook. So as you can see, the table of contents is quite large. However, we only need this section over here, which is about running this application with Docker. I won't go into detail on what Docker is. The important thing is that you will have to go ahead and download Docker Desktop for your platform, so either Mac or PC, just like you would with any other software, and also install it. It should look something like this after you're done. The way we are going to run this depends on the hardware you have in your PC or Mac. If you have no graphics card or a graphics card that's not manufactured by NVIDIA, then you will have to use this command. If you have a graphics card, which is also from NVIDIA, then you can use this command. The only difference is the speed in which your audiobook will be generated. If you have a NVIDIA graphics card, then it's much faster than without. Anyways, I have a NVIDIA graphics card, so I will copy this command. And what you want to do next is go ahead and open your terminal, which looks like this on Windows, but similar on Mac, and paste in your command. So the first time you run this, it may take a couple of minutes because there's a bunch of stuff that needs to be downloaded. I did that in advance, so it's much faster for me now. However, keep in mind that it might look slightly different if you have to download the whole project. However, once you execute this command, just wait until you see full Docker mode, which will appear in just a couple of seconds. All right, here we go. Once you see this, what you have to do is go into your browser and type localhost 7860 and press enter. And that will actually open up the user interface for the ebook2audiobook project. So there are a couple of options here. First of all, there's this drop zone where you can upload your file. Then this is the text-to-speech model you want to use. They offer several models and also a bunch of voices or fine-tuned models with each. So I will leave it on internal for now, but there are a bunch of other fine-tuned voices you may use if you want. Then you will have to select your processor unit, which is either GPU if you have a graphics card by NVIDIA, or CPU if you don't. Then, last but not least, your output format. I personally recommend leaving it on M4B, as M4B is a special audiobook format and comes with things like chapters and also resume playback. Anyways, if you want, you can also select MP3 or any other file extension you would like. So what we are going to do next is upload our document. I have a PDF document for this demo. However, it also works with EPUB or many other formats. After that, I will leave everything on default and press this button down here, and it will start processing. So I skipped the processing part because it takes quite some time to generate your audiobook. When I used my GPU, it was around 2 minutes per page. When I used my CPU, it was around 18 minutes per page. And that means that for a 250-page book, it would take around 8 hours when you have a GPU and around 75 hours of processing time if you only have a CPU. So that's something you will have to keep in mind. If you have a CPU, then it takes quite a while for a ebook to be generated. To counteract this, you can select different models, experiment with the trade-off between speed and quality here. But that's what I got using the default model. Anyways, once processing is done, you can click here and it will download your audiobook. I already did that. You can then open this in any audio player. I used VSC media player for that, which you can use to skip between different chapters. Right, I think that covers the basics on how to get this up and running in the fastest possible way. Also, probably the easiest way. And I hope it helps you in generating your first audiobook. See you next time.